My name is Nicola. I am simply a stitcher. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, it's great to have you, and if you are returning, thank you for coming and spending a little bit more time with me today. If this is the first video of mine you've seen, because it is a WIP Parade, then please do consider subscribing if you like what you see. Now, this is my WIP Parade 2024 going into 2025. No WIP left behind, and in 2025 we will see a significant number of projects added to the rotation. I will get to that a little later on in the video. She's excited, he's excited, I'm definitely excited. I want some new starts. You still keep trying to persuade me though. Today's the 29th of December as I film this, and Andy's still trying to persuade me to have a new start before the end of the year, aren't you?
It's not going to work, is it?
It's not going to work.
It is.
Maybe you could try.
No, I'm not trying.
Okay, so this is my WIP Parade, and I have got the total amount stitched up to the 28th of December. For the year so far, I have stitched 383,156 stitches across 9 projects. I have 2 finishes and 7 that I'm taking forward into 2024.
You mean 5? You mean 10?
No, that's wrong. I have 2 finishes, 8 projects that I'm taking. So I actually have 10. So I'm taking 8 forward through into 2025. Thank you, Lauren. We're all going to be doing this. The first few weeks of the year, we're all going to say 2024 when we mean 2025. So if I'm talking about next year and I say 2024, I mean 2025. I would say it's early in the morning, but it's actually not, even though somebody's still in her pyjamas because she loves them.
I'm just going to woke up like just over an hour before.
Yeah, sleep ahead, aren't you? Okay, right, so we're going to show you first of all what I have finished, because I think that's easiest. Although having said that, I'm only going to show you one. I finished 2 projects. I finished Autumn Waltz in March. No, can't read me on writing. I finished Autumn Waltz in February of 2024. It's not a full coverage, but what I'll do is I will insert a picture of the finished piece here. And to finish this one, I put in a total of 17,556 stitches, which is where the odd number comes at the end of my yearly total. Now, the other one that I finished was a Heaven and Earth design. It's at the back there. And it's the Freebie Maui Princess.
I've not seen this for a while.
It's just been washed and it's just been rolled up. I haven't done anything with it yet. So I finished this on the 26th of June, and last year I added in 63,000 stitches. There are 217,500 in this altogether. It's stitched 1/1 full cross on some 25 count fabric, and that is the biggest finish that I had of 2024. Super happy with how this one turned out. I finished it on a live stream, and for those of you who are new to my channel, I have 2 live streams a week, one on a Wednesday, one on a Sunday, both at 7:30 p.m. UK time. And if I am coming to the end or close to the end of the finish of a project, I put it on the live stream so I can share my finish with you all. So can you pop that over there for me, please? Thank you. Okay, so I am taking 8 projects forward into 2025. And as I said, I will be adding a number as well. But let me show you the ones I'll be taking through. So the first one is this one. This is Night Cafe. Artwork is by Leonid Afremov and it's charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, and the colour balance is terrible. Let me just try that way. You see my Christmas tree and everything reflecting in it. It's one of those wonky light sort of days today. So this ended up being restarted. It's the one underneath there, love, can you just pluck it out? It ended up being restarted because the first time that I did this, I made an oops with the counting. Swap, yeah. So last year, I'm taking it out of its frame as well so you can see the whole thing. Last year it had barely been started. We were at 0.65%. We are now at 3.49%. I'm just having to deframe them as I go as well, because I haven't done it before, which I probably should have done really, but never mind. This year I have added 28,200 stitches to this piece, and once my next finish is complete, up until my next WIP Parade mid-year, this one will have a lot of focus stitches. It's stitched 2/1 tent stitch on some 25 count fabric. This is the Night Cafe as it stands today. This is out for my Sunday stitch today, so it's had a few extra stitches on since I wrote those down last night. But yeah, 2/1 25 count, now at 3.49%, and it's up to 34,600 stitches in. And as I said, because I'm going to do some extra work on this year, you hold that for me, Lauren, then it's going to get significantly bigger, I think. I'm hoping to get it to at least 5%, if not more. Bearing in mind that there are almost 1 million stitches on that piece. Each 1% is almost 10,000 stitches. 9,910 stitches for 1%. Next one is the Realm of Middle Earth, please, my love.
The Realm of Middle Earth.
So the next one is this piece. This is my Realm of Middle Earth. Careful because you're wobbling the table. Move your feet back. It's my Realm of Middle Earth map. This is the Tilton Crafts one. And this one, I had a milestone on this one this year. I got to a third through.
Lauren's disappeared.
Yeah, she's got a phone call. So yeah, I got to a third of the way in on this one, which I was very happy about.
Who was that, Lauren?
Huh?
Who was
You
that?
don't need to know. It's blatantly obvious.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay.
It went from 30.78% at the start of the year to 34.42% as of today. It's had 28,700 stitches, so it now has 271,800 stitches completed. I'm just taking it out of its frame so I can show you the full thing. Yeah, 34.42%. So we've hit a third of the way. And it can get the top and a little bit down. So, here's the picture of how it looked before. I didn't do that for the last one, did I?
It's all right. I'll work it out.
You'll work it out, I'm sure.
I did work it out. I will have worked it out because you guys will have already seen it.
Okay. And here is how it looks now. Is it in all of the screen?
Yeah.
Here it is. So I've still got some part threads to work in, and it's stitched 1/1 full cross on some 25 count. And here's a photograph of how it looks now. A better one. That's that one. I always forget something on these WIP parades. Okay. Next one is Envy, please, my dear.
If I can find Envy.
It's there. It should be there. So just in plain white.
It's not. Envy is not here.
Ah. It's over there somewhere. Have you dropped it?
Oh, it's
there it is. Next one is this one. This is Envy. Artworks by Marta Dahlig, and again charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. Here's a picture of how it looked at the start of the year. It's moved from 27.38 to 40.12%. We've added 30,600 stitches. So we have now put in 96,300 stitches. It's stitched 1/1 full cross on some 25 count Lugana. I can only just squeeze that in. So I'm going to put a better picture in here. So very happy with the progress on Envy. She's one of our channel popular pieces. And I know that at least one of my stitcher friends is doing all 7 of the Sims. She's got them all kitted up. So cool.
Just like you.
She Sleeps is next.
On the nudge.
Yep. So this is my next one. This is She Sleeps. Artwork is by Stephanie Poyman-Law. Stop flashing. And charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. Since Marry Princess has been finished, this has been my focus on a finish for the latter half of the year. So here is a picture of how it looked at the start of the year when I take it out of its frame. We were at 14.77% at the start of the year. We are now up to a whopping 80.87% on this piece. It has moved from, it's moved forward by 98,500 stitches. So at the start of the year, I'd stitched in 2,200 stitches. It's now got 120,500 stitches. And according to Stitch Pal last night, we are slating this for a finish in February. So it'll be after the retreat that I go to in February. Is this all in?
It's all in.
Can you pull the edges for me? It's stitched 2/1 full cross on some 20 count Aida, and this is the super size max colour. People ask me why super size max colour. Well, with such a project, I think it warranted for sure the max colour version of that, getting all that detail. And here's a better picture of it so you can see how it looks a little bit better. Okay, Sailing Fairies next. It's the one in the little bag. So Sailing Fairy, artwork is by Nadia Strelkina, charted and kitted by Sarah up at Paine Free Crafts. Open it up, please. Can you move your feet back because you're going to wobble my table? Sailing Fairy.
I offer my services for free, you know.
I know. Sailing Fairy was at 4.04% at the start of the year. We are now up to 23.46%. So here's how it looked at the start of the year. So this year we've added 30,300 stitches. So it's gone from 6,300 all the way up to 36,600 stitches. It's stitched 1/1 full cross on some 25 count easy count. And I'm sort of working this in sort of a snake method in 10 by 10 deep rows. And I'm sort of, at the minute, I'm back in this middle bit here, and I've been working on her hair. But yeah, it's a lovely stitch. And again, here is a better picture, so you can see it a bit more up close and personal. So that is Sailing Fairy. That will definitely reach 25% next year. Okay, Daughter of the Deep is next. Daughter of the Deep. It's another supersized max colour. I haven't done my stitching shelf yet either. It's another supersized max colour. This is artwork by Josephine Wall, charted again by Heaven and Earth Designs. Sorry, the colours are just not working very well today. This light is terrible. Okay, start of the year we were at 0.81%. We are now up to 4.78%. We've added 31,200 stitches. Just take it out of its frame. Got some rotation stitches this week. So the way I'm working this is in a 80 by 80 stitch block on the diagonal within each block. Should have deframed these first, really. So yeah, 6,400 stitches at the start of the year, 37,600 now, and stitched 1/1 full cross on some 25 count easy count. So as you can see, we've got quite a bit of the top row done. And again, here's a picture of how it looked, how it looks better. And I probably forgot to say, here's one of how it looked at the start of the year, because I'm a divvy. But there you go. Right. Lord of the Rings stained glass is the next one. So this one was from Epsy. Don't know the name of the seller, can't remember, but I think it's still available. I know at least one person has got it. I'm colour completing this in the black first. So start of the year, it looked like this. It was at 4.85%, and it's now at 13.8%. We've added 32,100 stitches. So we've gone from 17,400 stitched in to 49,500 stitched in. There are some slight bits of other colour in it, but not very much. But because this is so big, I have to show it in two halves, and I will put a full picture in of how it looked. So that's the top portion. Balance it on my head. Look like the ghost of Middle Earth. And this, I'm hoping you can see it, is the bottom half and how far I've got. Can we see it all on the screen?
Yeah.
Cool. It's stitched on 18 count, 2/1 full cross, and because it's so big, here's a picture for you showing it in its entirety. So that's that one, and we just have one more WIP to show. And it is this one. This is a stitching shelf, artwork by Aimee Stewart and charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. So here's how it looked at the start of the year. We were at 18.24%. We have now got to, it's going to squeak, 25.27%. 94,900 stitches have been completed. It was at 68,500 stitches in at the start of the year, but now at 94,900, and it's stitched 1/1 full cross on some 25 count, and as promised, I've just rolled it down so you can see it all. This is pretty much all of the spring shelf is done. And here's a better picture for you. The colours in this are just absolutely gorgeous. And that is the stitching shelf. So that's all the WIPs, and I'm hoping that in each of them there's been a gap to put in a before picture and a picture as it is now, because I'm daft at remembering stuff, but there you go. So what's going to happen moving forward into 2025? I have 17 projects to start. I was originally going to start like 12, but it just kind of grew. So I'm going to have 25 in 2025. Let me have my book. There's a lot. I have a lot of Gecko Rouge kits and projects that I have been collecting up, and we're going to start them. So the way it's going to work is they're all going to go on a random picker wheel. My Flosstube is filmed on a Monday morning. And when I film my Flosstube, I will have the picker wheel on my tablet, and I'll share with you what the project is. That Flosstube is then released on the Tuesday, and on the Wednesday, when I would normally film a stitch with me, I will have the new project as a stitch with me on that Wednesday, so you'll get to know what it is on the Tuesday and see it being stitched on the Saturday when that Wednesday stitch with me is released. It makes sense in my head. Wherever they come in on the rotation, that's going to be their place. So say, for example, if I was working on Night Cafe and a new project was drawn, it would just go into the rotation after Night Cafe and before Realm of Middle Earth, because at the moment it goes Night Cafe, Realm of Middle Earth, Envy, and so on and so forth down my list. I will make sure that there is a list in the description box below so you can see the order, the rotation, and every time I add in something new, that list will be updated and the new project will go in its place in the rotation. So my plan is still to continue working on She Sleeps as a focus on a finish. Hopefully get that finished in early February. The Night Cafe will be bumped up to have some extra stitches. And hopefully we can get that one closer to sort of the 5% or more mark by the mid-year WIP Parade. Then at mid-year WIP Parade, I will again pick projects with the least amount of stitches for a focus on a finish to go towards the end of the year. So I'm aiming for at least 2 finishes next year, 3 if I can, but we'll start with 2, we'll not be greedy.
You can finish as much as you want.
I can finish as much as I want, yeah, but I need the time to stitch them. So let me show you first of all the Gecko Rouge pieces that I have got. And there's only one that's not on Pattern Keeper, but that's not even a Gecko Rouge. So the first one I'll be starting is this one. This is B by Lorna Lane. There'll be more details of fabric and stuff actually when I start them, because some of these I bought them a long time ago and I can't remember what I ordered them on fabric wise. Next one is Magpie, a limited edition, also by Lorna Lane. Then we have the Terramango Witch Cat, limited edition. Then we have Summer Sun, which is by Leslie D. Mackenzie. Really pretty one, that. Then last year, I think it was, there was a freebie, a Christmas cat from Gecko Rouge. You can see, I don't know if you can just make out, oh yeah, there you go. It's on a snowflake. So again, it's a Terramango piece. That will be stitched on some 25 count, I know that for a fact. Then we've got Roseanne Bell's Coastal, because I love the seat. And then we have my 2 Sophie Kilpatricks. So this is London Orange, Night London. You can see a couple of the famous skyscrapers in there. There's the gherkin and the cheese grater. Okay, and then let's show you the other Sophie Kilpatrick. So the other one is London Bridge, which shows the Shard and London Bridge, looking down towards Borough. We like Borough, don't we? We like Borough Market.
Yeah. Ooh.
Then this one is Unicorn by Lorna Lane. Oh God, terrible lights. And at bottom it says, I don't believe in humans. Then I had the Halloween, the Gecko Boo, which was this one. It is an Anita in Verarity one. It's called Evelina. Not something I would have picked, but now I have it, I love it. Really weird, I know. And then the next one is Colin Thompson's Bizarre Bookshelf, which is my most recent acquisition. You would have seen the unboxing of this that I put out a couple of days ago. So that is all of my Gecko Rouge kits. Then we do have some other pieces which I am also planning to start next year. So the first one is this one. This is One to Rule Them All, and it's artwork. It's from Tilton Crafts. Obviously it's Lord of the Rings inspired, big fan. You would never have guessed. So there's a companion to the Middle Earth map. And I know at least one person who is doing this and one person who has got it. Then we have another Marta Dahlig. This was the winner of a vote that I put out in the summer. This is Pandora. So I'm looking forward to starting that one. It's beautiful, isn't she, Lauren?
Yeah.
I had an RAK from my friend Petra, and we have some Aimee Stewart Cosmic Marbles. So we'll be starting that. And one of the reasons why the numbers went up is because I got severely enabled by Emily. And there are two pieces that I bought from Unconventional X-Stitch, Unconventional Cross Stitch. This one, which is Van Gogh Never Met the Fellowship. Really beautiful. And of course, with that one, I had to have the companion piece, which was Van Gogh Never Passed. Now, I've been looking for a cross stitch of the Balrog or of the Barad-Dûr seam, and I'm so glad I found this one because I absolutely love it. Now, the only one that is not Pattern Keeper compatible, you can have that, is a kit that I picked up in the summer when I went to the Big Stitch, and I'm probably going to butcher the name, but this is one that I'm be working on paper. It is going to be on some is this on Brittany? 27 count black even weave. It is called Ice Dragon. It is designed by Nadia Gavrilenkova, and artist is Tatiana Verkovskaya. There you go. Those. But that's the piece, and Sarah up at Paine Free Crafts actually took the completed one down to the Big Stitch to get it framed. So I've seen this finished and it's absolutely stunning. So I'm going to obviously be working it on paper. It's not a full coverage, but my challenge with this one is to count the stitches to add them on to Stitch Pal. I know that there's a way that you can put charts into Pattern Keeper, but from what I understand, it is quite time consuming and I don't want to waste a minute of stitch time. So this is a full kit and it's got some sparkler thread in it, and also, so that will also come out in one of the drawers. There you go. So that's all of my new starts. 17 new starts, predominantly full coverage. Some of them are shaped but are full coverage within that shape. Obviously the Lorna Lane ones are different to, you know, the Sophie Kilpatrick and Roseanne Bell kind of thing. And of course this one, the Stragon, is not a full coverage, but still it's one that I wanted to add in. And again, I know at least one person who has ordered that kit and will be joining the start along with me. So next year.
Next year?
Yeah. I'm aiming to do 4... Can you sit back? You're in light. I'm
getting told all sorts of things today, aren't I?
I'm aiming to do 500,000 stitches next year. It works out at just short of 1,370 stitches a day. If I get there, I get there. Brilliant. If not, I'm not concerned. Across 25 projects, I'm going to get a lot of stitches in. I'm just trying to think how I can quantify it. So the two Van Gogh pieces are 250,000 stitches each. If I was working monogamously, I'd be aiming to finish those two pieces in a year. So that's, you know, what 500,000 stitches looks like. But obviously I'm going to be spreading it over 25 projects. I know that I've got at least one more Gecko Rouge kit incoming because I'm having a birthday next month in January. And then in July I get my club voucher, so I will have at least, you know, so anything that I do finish, I will then be replacing with some more Gecko Rouge kits.
Well, I was just thinking, there is another kit that you haven't started yet that you could replace a finish with.
What's that?
The Lincolnshire map.
Oh yeah, I've still got that, yeah. Don't worry about that. So, yeah, it's going to be a big stitch a year. But what I'm going to do is, because 25 WIPs is a heck of a lot for me, for every 2 finishes, I will have 1 start. So I will slowly start to reduce the amount. So if I can get 2 finishes in this year, I will start 1 more. and the same, it'll carry on, because 25 is a lot for me. I want to get that number back down. I mean, I thought 10 was a lot, but it's getting to the point with the channel, with the videos and the output I'm doing, is that you guys are seeing, you know, lots of the same video, same projects over and over, which I get that you guys probably aren't bored
This is
with.
why other people have like 300 and odd WIPs.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever get to 300 and odd WIPs, but 25 in 25, there will not be a 26 in 26. It'll just be 25 in 25.
Is that a challenge?
Anyway, so, okay, so that is really it for the WIP Parade. However, a couple more things just to say. If you come here again for the first time because it's my WIP Parade, check out the description box below. I have a link to my Simply Stitching Friends Facebook group, which you are very welcome to join. We do lots of engagement on there. And then on a weekly basis, I have a schedule which includes a Flosstube on a Tuesday, Stitch with Me on Thursdays and Saturdays that rotate between 3 styles: music, alternative, what I call alternative, ASMR style, and chat. So my Stitch with Me's does rotate through those, but there are usually 2 a week. I have a live stream on a Wednesday and Sunday at 7:30 p.m. UK time. So joining me for those is, you know, if you can subscribe and you want to join me, that'd be absolutely brilliant. I don't schedule my live streams in advance because YouTube just tend to mess up advanced scheduling for some reason. I don't know why, but it's a regular thing that I do these streams. And if you do join the Simply Stitcher and Friends Facebook group, I generally have a thread on there on the weekend and early in the week to share something for the live stream. We've had Christmas trees, we've had finishers, we've had work in progresses, and things, you know, we'll get lots of different subjects as we go throughout the year. So if you can join me for them, it'd be great. And sometimes on my live streams, you may even have input from these.
And Hannah.
And Hannah. And the cat. Cat meows the way through sometimes as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this stream. This video. A look through what I've done, seen what I've done, and looking forward to what I'm going to be doing next. So if you can stick around with me in 2025, that would be very much appreciated. But when all that's said and done, we're going to say, I think we're going to say bye-bye, aren't we? So thank you very much indeed for watching, everybody. Thanks to my 2 fabulous helpers. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye for now. Keep your glasses up.